Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. I'm your host, the Gamer Darius. Last we left off, people were yelling in the background, and we had found these Waterdhavian creatures. The creatures that Lady Aribeth was hoping to find some extracts in order to find the cure for the Wailing Death plague thing that's going on. Now, I did a quick little search of seeing if there's any mods that had any barbarian specific prestige classes, because barbarian's awesome and all whatnot, but I like prestige classes. And I only found one that really did anything I think might be helpful, but at the same time it includes so many other things that I'm just kind of like, no. And it is, let's see, it is called PRC 4.0.1, and it's essentially this massive hack file that includes, let's see if I got this right, 220 more classes, 1,500 feats, 1,500 spells, 130 races, psionics, the Tome of Battle, Magic of Incarnum, Weapon of Legacy, True Namings, Shadow Casting, Invocations, Templates, Epic Spell Casting, Crafting, and so much more, all taken from official Wizards of the Coast material and put into this game. I elected not to do that, because as much as I want to make it myself like a bear warrior or something, nah. So let's move on, shall we?
In one brutal attack, the promise of those at the Academy had been all but snuffed out. Hope disappeared with the Waterdhavian creatures, and the weight of the terrible sickness pressed down on the city once more. Even more chilling, the whispered rumors of enemies seeking to destroy Neverwinter from within had proved true, though the identity of those responsible for the slaughter was as yet unknown. Still, a flicker of hope yet remained, for not all had died in the attack. From the bloody carnage at the Academy, a survivor had stepped forward, a champion to carry the torch in this darkest hour.
They talking about me? They're talking about me. God damn it. Better be getting good and paid.
You were quick to answer the summons. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the halls of justice.
This is a mistake, Fenthic. We know nothing about this whelp. How can you so blindly trust them?
I'll bury my axe in your kneecaps. Dester, please. Darius showed great promise throughout his training at the Academy, and has done even more in a week since the attack. Rarely has a recruit shown such potential after so short a training period. If we are to have any hope of finding a cure for the Wailing Death, we need people like Darius in the service of Neverwinter. I'm honored to serve Neverwinter, Fenthic. And I still say we should put our faith in my Hellknight brethren rather than an unproven boy. Okay, I might be a gnome, but I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, Dester. Aribeth holds Darius in the highest regards, Dester, and Lord Nasher placed her in charge, not you. Please, Darius, you must forgive Dester. The plague takes a heavy toll on all of us. A toll made even greater in the past weeks by the attack on the Academy and the loss of the cure. Well, I'd better watch his mouth, or I might lose some teeth. Do not understand, Darius. The true horror of the Wailing Death had yet to be felt within the Academy's walls. The quarantine of Neverwinter has done little to halt the spread of the Wailing Death. Bonfires burn night and day at the city watch dispose of the dead, yet the corpses are piling ever higher. It is all we can do to contain the chaos and maintain order within the various city districts. Rumors run rampant, and the citizens are on the verge of panic. Because the plague cannot be cured by the priests or clerics of the city, some claim it is an unnatural thing sent by an unknown enemies bent on destroying Neverwinter. The attacks on the Academy in this past weeks will only leave things worse. Fenthic, once people learn how Aribeth lost the cure through her lack of faith, Dester, I will not have you question the faith of my true love. Aribeth believed the Academy to be a safe haven. Anyway, it is not our place to even discuss such things. My Lady Aribeth is in charge, appointed by Lord Nasher himself to stop the Wailing Death. We must talk to her, Darius, as soon as possible. I'll go to Aribeth at once. My Lady Aribeth awaits you in the chamber beyond the north doors. There she works tirelessly to put an end to the plague that ravages Neverwinter. Go with the blessing of Tyr upon you. I dick.
Aribeth delivered the Waterdhavian creatures to my Helmites. News of their arrival would not have spread so quickly through the city.
I will headbutt you in the dick.
We could have kept their location secret and prevented the tragedy that befell the Academy.
Sure. Sure you could have. 100%. Hello, nurse.
I greet you.
What do you want? Be quick about it. Can't you see how busy I am? Could you answer some questions? Make it quick. My time is better spent easing the suffering of my patients. What can you tell me about the plague? As much as most, less than some, I suppose. I've seen my share of the dead and dying since I started to work here tending the sick. How did you end up tending the afflicted here? I was a midwife before the plague, but there ain't more babies being born now. Not live ones, anyhow. Ugh. I heard Castle Never needs nurses to tend their sick and dying, so I came. Aren't you afraid of contracting the plague yourself? Some people won't have nothing to do with the sick. They board themselves up in their homes and don't come out for no reason. And they still get the Wailing Death. The Helmites don't catch it from helping the sick, so why should I? The plague takes who it wants, when it wants. Nothing anyone can do about that. There's something else we wanted to know, or can I go back to my duties? Yeah, you're good. Off with you then. I've no time for the likes of you. Just curious. I guess she is busy. You know, making sure people don't die.
Listen to me here. I must speak with you.
Well, time for a lot of...
Welcome to you. I regret I did not get a chance to introduce myself properly to you while you were training at the Academy.
And now it's time for a lot of exposition.
I am Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin in the service of Tyr, and the right hand of Nasher Alagondar, Lord of Neverwinter. I have been waiting for you.
I was delayed by Fenthic.
Oh, dear Fenthic, the love of my life. He has been my rock during these troubled times, but even he cannot help me with this. I have been following your progress since your early training at the Academy. Neverwinter has need of one like you if we are to survive the Wailing Death. The attack on the Academy doused the one faint spark of hope the city had. I need you to help recover that which we have lost.
I'll help you. For a price.
I promise your reward for this task will be well worth your efforts. There are many rumors about the plague, but if you are to aid me in this, it is important you know the truth about the Wailing Death. Our divine healers can do nothing to help those afflicted by the Wailing Death, and even our most powerful magic cannot raise those who succumb to the illness.
Yeah, it is one of those things about high magic campaigns I always have a problem with. Setting some sort of a bar for, you know, difficulty of whatnot, especially when there's so many powerful spellcasters that can just fix the problem with a single spell. You gotta make it so, oh, no magic and no divine help can help you with this, but I digress.
But a short time ago, we had word that Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, the famous Archmage of Waterdeep, had discovered a potential cure, one that might be concocted from the essence of 4 rare and magical creatures.
What became of these creatures?
Under great secrecy, the 4 creatures were gathered in Waterdeep, then sent here to Neverwinter. As strange a menagerie as any has ever set eyes on. A cockatrice, an intellect devourer, a yonti, and a dryad.
I don't want to ever really encounter 2 out of the 4 things that she just said. 3 out of the 4 things if we're going to stretch it.
I ordered them sent to the Academy, Neverwinter's renowned training institution for adventurers of every ilk. I once studied there myself, and I thought the instructors and students were loyal to Lord Nasher.
Everything changed when the Academy was attacked.
You were there. You saw the slaughter. The attack caught us unprepared. You are one of only a handful of survivors from the carnage of the Academy. Fenthic and Dester arrived with reinforcements, but during the confusion of battle, the Waterdhavian creatures disappeared into the streets of Neverwinter, and our hopes of a cure vanished with them.
Let me guess. You want me to get the creatures back?
Your task in this is twofold. First, find the Waterdhavian creatures and bring them back to me, at any cost. We need to harvest components from these creatures if we are to concoct a cure for the Wailing Death. Second, we must discover who was behind the attack on the Academy. Any evidence you uncover in this matter should be brought to Fenthic. He is the one assigned the task of unmasking our hidden enemy.
Why'd you choose me for this?
You proved yourself during the attack on the Academy. Your bravery and skill are obvious, and I know you are not in league with those who seek to destroy Neverwinter. The City Watch can do little to help in this search. Their numbers are barely enough to keep order in the streets of Neverwinter. Others, like Fenthic or myself, have duties that require we stay here.
How do we even know if the creatures are still alive?
By all accounts, the creatures escaped the battle at the Academy unharmed, and there are many reports of strange beasts pouring in from every district of the city.
The beasts are pouring in, or the reports are pouring in? We must recover the Waterdhavian creatures if we are to survive the Wailing Death. The fate of Neverwinter rests on your shoulders now. Oh yeah, she already said that the City Watch is already running thin. I'll do it, but the rewards better be worthwhile.
Whatever rewards you seek, fame, fortune, glory, you shall have in abundance, provided you are successful in this task.
Yeah, that's fair.
I ask for your discretion in this matter. News of the attack and strange creatures roaming the city will only add to the panic and chaos already in the streets. To aid you in your task, I will give you this Stone of Recall. You will find it to be a valuable tool in your quest. You can activate the Stone of Recall at any time, and it will instantly teleport you and anyone in your service back here to the Temple of Tyr. Anytime you go through the teleportation portal in Tyr's temple, it will instantly send you and any companions back to the place your stone was last activated.
Oh, that's handy.
There is little else I can tell you about this mission. Whenever you need provisions, come speak to me again, and I can sell them to you through the store here at Tyr's temple.
Cool.
Take this gold so you can buy the necessary supplies for your mission. Remember to stock up on healing potions before you go. They will be critical to your survival.
I'll need to ask some more
I
questions.
will do my best to answer what questions I may.
Already knows very little about the attack on the Academy, I think. Nothing we haven't heard before. I know about the Wailing Death.
The first victims were reported several months ago, and within days it had spread to all corners of the city. It was not the first plague Neverwinter has suffered, but it is by far the worst. Unlike other sicknesses, the Wailing Death seems to resist all efforts to cure it, including the divine magic of the priests. Perhaps that is what makes it so terrible.
The room next door is full of plague victims. Aren't you scared of being infected?
The plague does not seem to spread through contact with the infected. Healers tend to the sick without becoming ill, and some who lock themselves alone indoors contract the illness. We have quarantined the city, but that is mostly to help the Watch maintain order. It has done little to halt the spread, though some districts remain unaffected. Perhaps that is what is so terrible about this affliction. There is no rhyme or reason to it, seemingly no way to guard against it, and until we have all the Waterdhavian creatures, no way to cure it. Is there something else I can help you with?
Want more information on the Waterdhavian creatures and this cure?
It was Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson, the Archmage of Waterdeep, who discovered the potential cure. However, we have not even had a chance to test it. The creatures were taken from us too quickly. If Blackstaff is right, the cure requires feathers from a cockatrice, the brain of an intellect devourer, blood from a Yuan-ti, and a lock of hair freshly plucked from a dryad's head. Is there more you would know? Any information about the creatures I can provide to help you locate them will be freely given, of course.
So tell me about the cockatrice.
A cockatrice resembles a hybrid of chicken, lizard, and bat. They are repulsive animals that can petrify opponents. You must be extremely cautious when dealing with this beast.
Right. Just making sure that I don't need to have it as fresh feathers.
Is there more you would know? The Yonti are a race of beings whose bloodlines are a mixture of human and snake. They can be any combination of snake and human characteristics. They are highly intelligent, and many of the creatures practice magic. It is rumored that some even have the ability to alter their shape. Is there more you would know?
The Intellect
Information
Devourer?
about the Intellect Devourer is a truly horrible entity, resembling a large fleshy brains with legs. It can dominate the minds of its victims so that it may devour their very thoughts. Is there more you would know? Any
Yeah.
information about the creatures I can provide to help you locate them will be freely given, of course.
Yeah, so fun thing about Intellect Devourers, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. They can dominate you, but for their own purposes, they're about the size of a small dog. Good 2 or 3 feet big. And they don't naturally have a really good attack besides like claws. But they can break into your skull, devour your brain, and then shove themselves into your brain cavity in order to take over your body. You don't F with Intellect Devourers.
She is like most of her kind, a beautiful, elusive forest sprite whose charms transcend mere physical appearance. Out of charity, she came willingly to help us when she learned of our need.
Oh, cool.
However, the city is strange to her and unsettling. When the attack came, I suspect she fled in panicked terror, and now is lost among the unfamiliar streets and buildings of Neverwinter. If you find her, treat her with the respect and kindness she deserves. She is very brave to leave her wood to come to our aid. Is there more you would know? Any information about the creatures I can provide to help you locate them will be freely given, of course.
Okay, this question is funny here because the Dryad elected to help. Intellect Devourers are vile creatures that will eat your brains faster than you can say, please don't. Wanti, not usually terrible to deal with, but they are what one would consider evil creature by prominence of what they worship. Being, if I remember correctly, a giant snake creature that would devour the sun if it had the chance. And a cockatrice is a beast. Pretty simple as that. It's got a very animal intellect sort of thing. But why not?
A single drop of blood, a single scale, a lock of hair. All these can be collected with no harm to the creatures. Only the monstrously evil Intellect Devourer needs be slain to collect the reagent. Is there more you would know? Any information about the creatures? Is there something else I can help you with?
Might as well see what she has in
I
supply.
have no equipment to spare. All we had was given to the City Watch to help them maintain order.
Perhaps I could sell you some things from the Temple Armory.
City Core has all manner of shops to supply you with whatever you might need. Is there
Cool.
something else I can help you with?
Nope, we're good. Actually, wait, no, I thought she had...
Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
Cool.
Welcome. Do you have...
Yeah, Temple Services, there we go. Wait, okay, I am favorable with her. Whew, I was about to say, that's confusing. Might as well sell these scrolls, finally. We can sell this chain shirt, because heck it. I don't think I actually need this rogue key at all anymore. Can sell the malachite. Sell the Penelope. Sell this thing. Sell that thing. Yeah, you get money pretty damn fast in this game, in all honesty. Yeah, this is the Stone of Recall. Using this will allow us to teleport immediately back here and back again. Part of me wants to sell the Shield of the Watch. But the thing about that is that it kind of be a bad idea. I already got... Wait. 5-2, -5 versus 5-2, -5. I think the only difference is that this is like 30. No, they're the same weight. What the shit? Concerning. But she's also got braces of armor, +1 AC bonus. I think this does not stack with armor. Gloves of the Yellow Roses, Boots of the Sun Soul. Can't wield a tower shield. Cloak of Movement. What is this? Freedom of movement. Oh, that would be so cool. Freedom of movement makes it so as you essentially can't be grappled, you can't be stunned. Anything that would restrict your movement would be nullified. Deflection AC bonus and bonuses to will save, all saves rather. Ain't gonna afford that for a while. Is there a sort button I don't remember? I really need to look this shit up. I guess I can also sell these books. Oh yeah, Aribeth, I got some knowledge for you. You want it? I'm gonna sell those too. I don't have a purpose for those. Put the Stone of Recall here. Drop those. Drop those. And now we play the sorting game. I don't think I got much else. Sell the ale. Get rid of that key. Cannot sell. Wait, what? That's part of the rogue test. The rogue's dead. Don't need it. Sell this thing. I got a freaking heavy crossbow. I'm good. Put that there. Yeah, the only thing I'm... because I'm more or less going to be two-hand weaponing most everything that I see. Don't need any scrolls. She does have some magic items. Some of these are really good. Like, essentially +2 on a lot of skills and spell resistance. Spell resistance would be fantastic for Darius. Parry up the wisdom. Amulet of Health. This sucker I am going to get as soon as I possibly can. Because disease and poison suck. Matter of fact, I might save up for the lesser Amulet of Health. Ring of Protection wouldn't be terrible. But again, I've only just come out of the doors, so I'm just going to sell that. And this is one of those D&D games that it's like, there's loot around every corner. There's a place to loot almost everywhere and anywhere that you go. Anyone you talk to, you can get stuff from. A random nurse. Talk to Circle. Greetings, Darius. Aribeth has instructed me to provide whatever assistance I can in your mission to recover the missing Waterdhavian creatures. However, my magic is not of a healing nature. My skills are tied to the teleportation portal of this temple and the Stone of Recall in your backpack. Is there something I can do for you? Portal? Stone of Recall? Don't understand. I thought you would be familiar with this by now. However, it is important, so I will go over the use of the Stone of Recall again. In your backpack, you carry a Stone of Recall. You can activate this stone at any time and it will instantly teleport you and anyone in your service back to this temple. This will allow you to return quickly to this town whenever you need to, saving precious traveling time. Ah, that's handy. There's more. Once you have used the stone, go back to the teleportation portal, this right here, and it will instantly send you back to the place your stone was last activated. Anyone in your servants, henchmen, familiars and the like, will also be transported with you. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I need healing. Should speak with one of the other clerics. My abilities are tied strictly to the Stone of Recall in your backpack. Okay. Farewell. Now, I don't remember exactly how to use this. This obviously magical pool is filled with an opaque, viscous liquid. The tingle of immense power radiates from the pool and simply being near it fills you with a sense of divine will. The engraving on the side of the pool explains its purpose. Infused with the essence of immortal Tyr himself, the pool of righteous energy will recover any relics lost by those who act in the service of the just god. A small donation in honor of Tyr's holy might will be appreciated. Yeah, so any plot items that you just either drop or can't find or forget or whatever will be found here. And you can pick them back up for a small price. That's about it. Which is fine. Oh yeah, journal stuff. I'm going to need to remember to use this journal whenever I get lost. And then you can write your own notes as well in here, which is more than handy. Now, there's a couple of people we can actually talk to here. Hey, do you need a henchman?
Hello there. You have the smell of a prospective employer about you. Not that it's easy to smell anything with all the burning corpses in this city, mind you. Never seen this many flies outside of a Callum shot alehouse.
And who are you? Me? Well, I'm none other than the renowned rogue Tommy Undergallows. Grin to my friends, Tommy Grin to the lassies, and that damned halfling to anyone in position of respectable authority. I can forgive you for not having heard of me, however. I hail most recently from Calumport, and that's a long way from even my reputation to travel. I give it another week, personally. And what are you doing in the church? I could ask you the same question now, couldn't I? Well, if you have to know the truth, I was being chased by a pack of hooligans the day before yesterday when I darted in here. Seems like good a place as any, especially considering the priests don't throw halflings out on their ears as a policy like in Calumport. So I've been hanging out about looking for something to do. Running from your reputation, are you? Nothing too wrong with having a bit of a reputation, my lord. Keeps the flies from settling, if you know what I mean. If the heat gets too high, you just step out of the kitchen, right? You know how it goes, I'm sure. Rob some overfat human callop with piggy lips, kiss his daughter as a lark before you escape with the loot, and suddenly you're the most wanted man in Kalasham. How was I supposed to know that he was so sensitive about his daughter? I still say it was worth it. That took flair, and I have flair. Too bad Neverwinter didn't treat me any better at first. He hunted you for kissing his daughter. Well, I use the word kissing loosely, my lord. Trouble is that the lass was set to marry the Pasha's son, so long as she was a virgin. Ah, well. What happened then? Neverwinter seemed to be a fine enough city for an enterprising young halfling like myself, on the surface anyway. You'd be surprised what people get away with. They can take a perfectly innocent man, accuse him of simple pickpocketing, and throw him in prison without even so much as a trial. Or, not a very fair one anyway. That judge was mean. Fortunately, my stay in Neverwinter's fine prison system was a short one. I didn't arrange for my escape, oddly enough, but I was glad for it nevertheless. So you're a convict, then? Technically, I suppose I am. Trust me, however, they have so many other things to worry about in that prison. Even if they thought I wasn't dead, they wouldn't have trouble with me. Why do you say that? What trouble? The exact goings-on of the prison I'm not entirely aware of, my lord. To tell the truth, I had only been in the prison for a few days and was just starting to think about how depressing life was when it all began. The warden of the place began babbling some nonsense and started releasing all the prisoners, even the truly despicable types. Murderers, politicians, lawyers, you name it. I love that. I left the area quickly, of course, and wound up here in the temple. Nice safe place to be. Last I heard, them prisoners here were all tearing up the Peninsula District, making a royal mess. Not the lawyers, though. They were just overcharging. Why would the warden release the prisoners? I really can't say. Some of the other fellows were talking like there was some powerful prisoner who was controlling the warden and making him do other things. Sounds too strange to me. More likely he was brain sick with the plague. The entire Peninsula District is in an uproar, however. I don't think the local constabulary has it under control either. Come to think of it, I saw more than a few people getting attacked in the streets in broad daylight. If you heard of that part of town, you might want to take someone along who knows the roads, eh? Actually, I'm looking for some hired help to assist me on my mission. Oh, the mission, is it? My little pinky toes are quivering with curiosity. Or is that my danger sense? That would go a long way toward explaining my recklessness. Oh well. What kind of mission are you on? I work for Lady Aribeth. I've been instructed to find several missing creatures that might be used to find a plague cure. So, not only a mission, but a legitimate heroic deed performed for a benefit of a cute elf. I hear you, my lord. I'll be glad to help you out for the right price. So let's negotiate a bit, shall we? I can place the superior skills of theft, lockpicking, and swordplay at your disposal for any task you choose, providing you can provide me with a nice payment now. I rather doubt you'll find anyone else my skill available, my lord. I think 250 gold pieces might be sufficient. See, I don't have any skills in Persuade. I don't have that kind of gold to spend on a henchman. You're expecting me to work for free? What do I look like, an elf? Come back when you find the right coin. Oh, fine. Tommy on the gallows has better things to do. I'm sure someone will hire me any day now. I wonder if... Oh, that's to remove the thingamabob.
So, you've come back. Looking for a short left.
Mission is it? Continue. Cool. Persuade? Hey, success. How about we split the difference? 225. Alright. Good, good. I spell adventure at hand. Or I need to wash my socks. One of the two. I'll tag along with you, my lord, as best as I know how, unless you tell me otherwise. If you want me to do something different, just give me a shout, eh? So now we have Tommy under gallows. And we can... Actually, let's go ahead and tell him...
Eh? What can Tommy do for you?
Need to change tactics. We could set him up to use only ranged weapons, but in 3.0, it is not that easy to actually get sneak attacks in, unless you're like flanking and unseen. Don't help me if I fail to open a locked door or chest. I guess if you think you don't need my help. Actually, he would be the one to have open a locked door or chest, but anyways. Back to adventuring. And by adventuring, I mean saving, so that I can call an episode. Not a very eventful episode, I know. But when we return, we'll finally go out that door and explore Neverwinter proper. Or at least one of the districts of Neverwinter. There's quite a bit to this game. If I recall correctly, it might take some time. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this adventure as much as I am so far. As always, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.